These devs obliterate the modern audience seething about their sexist game. Here we go again. When there's a new game that focuses around women or any female characters, you got these people coming out of the woodwork and just be horrible people. Let's get it.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So in this video I'll be talking about the upcoming release of an action roguelike titled Swords and Slippers. Now it's a great day for the development team behind this upcoming release, but it's a horrible day for the modern audience who is crashing out over this game as some of the previews have gone viral, where they're accusing the development team of not only trampling on women's rights, appealing to incels, but even offering players, I guess, virtual ladies of the nights, or however else I could say that and be safe on YouTube. But people are upset about this, but there's also a lot of hype. This game has consistently gotten a lot of attention as the previews have rolled out. It's not just the gameplay that people are interested in, but also the character designs. They're clearly not afraid to give players what they want, and we'll talk about that more in just a second.
Yo, hold up, wait a second. Like, from the combat alone, looks pretty fun. Because actually I played all three here. Like Devil May Cry, Nier Automata, and Stellar Blade. It's pretty much like a roguelike, more of a hack and slash. But if you're talking about like roguelike, but I guess it's roguelike. Sheesh, alright. Like, it piques my interest, especially when it comes to hot women.
We'll talk about that more in just a second. But here's the description on the Steam page. A character action roguelike set in a twisted fairy tale. These princesses don't want a rescue, they want the heads of the evil stepmothers who stole their happily ever after. Which personally I think sounds really interesting. I'd be interested to see what you guys think about this concept, but I personally think it's a pretty good one. But in only 100 hours since its Steam page release, there's been over 100,000 wish lists. People are very excited about this game, but also a lot of people are very angry, and some people are concerned. On the discussion page, you can see various posts like this saying, "I love the woke LGBTQI blah 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 community for basically making them know about this game. Thanks DEI gremlins." And down here, how much time until those people arrive here? Jesus. And of course try to put pressure on the developers to censor this game and to neuter it to basically appeal to the outrage mob. Now the reason there's so much recent attention is because of this clip right here. This is a promotional piece for the game featuring Rapunzel, where she lets down her hair, which is a sort of monster that extends out and eats its enemies, which is pretty cool. It's a really fascinating animation, and well, you can see it's gone viral.
I mean, like when it comes to Rapunzel, like I guess her ability is basically summoner. Yeah, because like she will just, you know, let her hair do all the work, while she can just like, I don't know, like be the finisher. It's pretty much like, you know, like in Devil May Cry 5, you know, like that guy, I forgot his name, but you know, like he lets his summoners fight and then he gets the finishing blow. I guess this is what like Rapunzel does, like let her summoners, probably her hair, do all the work and she will just go in for the kill, you know. But sheesh,
like,
man,
insanely viral. 170,000 likes and 22 million views. This is a developer's dream when it comes to promoting their game. Now, of course, people are extremely excited. I'll just scroll through. People are wish listing. They're interacting with the development team. There's people even trying to get voice roles, comparing Rapunzel to other characters like Bayonetta, etc., etc. People are really excited, but some people are really mad. You can see quotes like this saying, "I thought it was cool, then I read the bio." So what's in the bio that's making them so upset? Well, come for the curves, stay for the combos. So again, as I stated earlier, the developers are definitely not afraid to make their characters curvy and more appealing. That is unapologetic for them. They have been promoting the game based on that, but they also want to promote appealing gameplay as well. So people, even looking at that animation, are like, wow, yeah, there's a lot more to this game than just appealing character designs, but that is a pretty smart form of marketing. I think this sort of marketing has worked really well. If you can catch people with the character designs and make them stay for the actual gameplay, that'll work out really well for you. And it's
because it absolutely like hear me out, because it absolutely works. You know why? Because it's all comes down to first impressions, right? First impressions. Like it's pretty much like a no-brainer move to like not having like attractive characters, beautiful characters, handsome characters in your game, because like first of all, like I applaud the developers here. Like they made their characters more attractive, because at the end of the day, where you will like you definitely need more like new players, and also to solidify uh like the current player base, to like let them stick around and let them play more, and like be like turning them into longtime fans of your game. And and at the same time, like what, like like, to be honest, I really hate like these people that like, oh my gosh, where like these characters are too suggestive or too sexual, because like these gamers are massive chuds, and they see them as freaking like freaking sex objects. Bro, we just like and love hot women. It is what it is. Like, we are attracted, and once we see like hot women on video games, we will like test the game out. If we love the gameplay, the skill trees and the roguelikes and whatnot, we will stick around, because not only for attractive characters, if we love the gameplay and we love the lore behind it, then might as well stick around and probably support the development if ever the developers would want to release some uh like some outfits and skins, or probably if they really plan to drop some DLCs. Yo, like we will absolutely support this shit, man, because first of all, attractive characters, and second of all, when it comes to marketing, this is one of the great marketings ever. Owning those freaking losers on the internet, especially on Twitter. Icing on the cake. Because what better way, or tug the heartstrings on every on every player, especially from Twitter, is owning the clinically online people that always screams 24/7 if they see something that they don't really like. When they see these, like, oh my gosh, like freaking they made them more attractive, more beautiful, because they really want to reel in some incels or some chuds to play their game. You know what? It's working, and might as well commit to it, because hey, at the end of the day, it's like, I guess they're really following the rule of like making a game for a specific demographic or specific audience, instead of just making a game for everybody. Because if you're gonna make a game for everybody, it's not gonna work out, and you'll probably fail. You'll probably make your product fail.
seems like it's working out well for them. But of course, the modern audience is screeching over this. You can see replies like
Here
this
we go.
saying, "Woman equals no rights. Know your place, disgusting piece of trash." I don't even know if this person's angry at them, or angry at women, or angry at both. I'm very confused. But clearly, nobody seems to agree with them. 2 likes on 5,600 views for this reply, but
I'll just say it as it is. It's ironic that like we got female protagonists that they always wanted, but but at the same time, they don't really like it because they made those female characters hotter or attractive. So, which one is it? Like, yeah, like you got what you wanted. We got main characters are female, but then again though, like they don't want them to be beautiful. Like I swear to God, like these Western ideologies, especially in the video game industries, that where game studios are intentionally making their women and men ugly for some reason, just for the sake of representation and freaking inclusive. Like it doesn't work. It, like yeah, like if you are a established platform, such as like Sony or any other AAA game studios, or even like a established publisher, you might get away with it because you already have the established platforms. But when you are like a small indie studio or startup AAA game studio, and you following the and you want to make a game just to appease the quote unquote modern audience, which is basically that it doesn't exist, you're setting yourself to failure, because in reality nobody wants that shit. You don't want to push that freaking like those ideologies down our throats and make us buy our slop, play our slop, because if you don't, you're a bigot, you're a sexist, you're an incel. Shit, man.
On Sword and Slippers through their official account, replying and giving, I think, the best response. You are not the audience we're building for. Nobody here is interested in your agenda, which reminds me of other development teams like Knight's Path, for example.
True.
Saying, you're not the target audience, we don't want your agenda, we're just going to give an enjoyable experience. It's very refreshing to see. But
like all right, I'll stop pausing, or probably not freaking pausing. But anyway, it's good that you're building your game on a specific audience, because like I swear, like to any game studios out there, do not make a game for these woke bitches or woke freaks. You know why? Because anything that you would do or anything that you would create, they'll just find a way to complain and find a way to boycott or even cancel out your entire game because you made something wrong, or probably you misgendered someone, or like you didn't represent everybody. It's pretty much like a hassle, and it's pretty much a headache, especially when it comes to game development. But when it comes to making a game for a specific audience that, we love attractive women, or we just love like great gameplay and all, we will just love playing the game, and we will love to support. Like every time if we're gonna complain, basically if the game it has bugs, or if the game decides to pander one of those Twitter freaks or whatnot. Because at the end of the day, like most of the times, like if we ever gonna like a complaint, it might be something technical related, or it's just like if a game studio wants to like bend the knee and starts switching up the entire thing from being a masterpiece into a dumpster fire. And you know what? Like I applaud this Sword and Slippers. Like committing to making a game that they really want, instead of just bending the knee to the quote unquote modern audience.
Then that previous poster responded by doing the most predictable crash out ever, saying your audience is just incels and virgin people. Go get a real job instead of being a failure in your family. I'm going to make the assumption that this is projection. Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion this sort of random, not correlated at all to what's being said crash out is projection. Okay, this is a miserable individual, but speaking of miserable individuals, they also didn't like the reply from Sword and Slippers. This individual right here saying, you are supporting that. Women are literally Ladies of the night, in your game, LOL, don't even act righteous. What a shame. Dude, it's a video game. Relax. What do you think, they're running some sort of like a market here? Doing stuff like that? This is deranged. Where are these people even coming up with this stuff? But another user says, stop using words you don't know the meaning of. And the previous user from the other interaction comes back to this one and adds in and confirms what this user's saying about saying words you have no understanding of, saying, dude, you are Asian and also Genshin Impact player. You should be in jail. Predator. Ah, yes. Really showing someone who's saying you don't know the words or the meaning of words wrong by saying words that they don't know the meaning of whatsoever. Also being incredibly racist besides being unable to separate fiction from reality, but hey.
Yeah, like, at the same time, like, these are the types of users right here who are, like, saying, oh my gosh, like, we love representing everybody, we prefer, like, inclusion, and we don't, like, we support everyone, we love everyone, despite your, you know, like, your ideologies or blah, 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 blah. It's always the same song and dance. But when it comes to, like, having a different opinion from them, they'll just full-blown racist. And instead of just, you know, like in a factual approach where, like, you know, like, asking, like, why is this other user is, you know, like, why is this user right here would say, like, stop using words if you don't know the meaning of, like, might as well, like, you know, like, talk about it. But instead, like, they would just go for the classic just being racist and just full on ad hominem, or basically attacking the character, because at the end of the day, they just don't know how to respond to this shit. They'll just think that, oh yeah, I own this person right here because I call him a freaking PDF. And also, they are Asian and we hate Asians, and also a Genshin Impact player. Real inclusive for you, buddy. Real inclusive. Oh shit. Whoops.
Many such cases. But here's some more saying, feel free to play video games without constantly having your hand down your pants. This individual is seeing this and they just can't think of anything else. And again, must be pure projection. But here's another quote saying, why is this animated exactly like a Gooner Rivals highlight intro? Oh yes, they brought out the big G word on this one. You knew that was going to happen after you saw incel, right? But yes, I guess their only point of comparison with attractive designs or curvy designs is, well, Marvel Rivals, which is the absolute state of these sorts of modern audience type. That's like their...
But then again, though, like, when it's pretty much like the username itself, pretty straightforward, and like they don't like this shit.
Only reference for appealing character designs and curvy animations and stuff like that. Kind of sad if you think about it. But then you have another quote here saying, the design is freaking awesome until you go to the Steam page and realize that the game is literally sexualizing Disney princesses to the max, which is kind of weird. Get a job. Is this really that concerning to you? Is that really the problem here? Besides being unable to separate fiction from reality once again. But here...
I swear to God, like, these types of people right here, like, I guess hot women is their kryptonite. They just don't like hot women, I guess. Where, you know, like in real life, like, there's some people who wants to, like, show off or just want to wear, like, cutesy or probably revealing clothes because they want to express themselves. They will just cheer for it, you know, like, they'll just applause, they'll just say, like, oh yeah, go girl, slay, your outfit is pretty hot or pretty nice. But when it comes to video games, though, the sentiment is different. Holy shit, yo, they're they're doing this on purpose. They're doing it just for the gooners. Oh my gosh. These people, man, you cannot win an argument with this kind of people, because you know why? Because they will never learn, and they will never like admit to the fact that they're wrong, or at some cases they'll just close their ears and and not listen whatsoever. Like, you will never have a fair argument or fair debate with these people, because they just don't want to learn. They just want to be idiots.
Here's another one saying to turn Rapunzel into a baddie who eats men with her hair. The developers must be so gay. Now, they're not even saying this to try to be offensive. This is like TikTok language here. Yeah, there's a lot of that in the quotes, because you have a female character devouring men with her hair, and they're like, oh, girl boss. Now, they might be disappointed that that sort of crowd, maybe not the best fit for this, but they're eating this one up, and this is the sort of responses. I don't really know what to say about this one. It's a little weird, but okay. But of course, this has gone incredibly viral, and this is going to be a topic of conversation for some time to come, because this game is yet to be released, and I'm sure they are going to give a lot more previews like this, and it's going to get a lot of attention like it is right now, and we're going to see a lot more discourse surrounding this game. And also, I cannot wait for the journalists, the games journalists, like Jason Schreier over here, to weigh in on this. And what a great choice for this joke here, because he's the one who calls gamers who enjoy extremely busty characters predators. So he might have a hard time giving a review without reducing himself to that. But then again, Jason Schreier these days needs a distraction from the whole Activision Blizzard allegation fiasco in his book, spreading lies about that, but topic for another day. But anyways, if this game seems appealing to you, you can check out their Twitter page and also their Steam page, and I look forward to the continued discourse surrounding this game. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, great video from Rev. You know what? Right now, like, I'm actually on the Sword and Slippers Twitter page. You know, I'll give it a follow. Heck yeah. And also, like, every time when there's like a game studio which originates from Poland, like, most of the times they will make like absolute banger of games, such as, like, you know, like any example such as CG Project Red, and also with Sword and Slippers, I guess. I don't know, but any other game studios came from Poland. But I guess the game studios in Poland is pretty chill or pretty cool. But anyway, basically, I like the aesthetics, the characters. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But yeah, probably give this a wish list. But yeah. Also, it like, as I said before, probably from an older video that I made about like Stellar Blade, and like it's pretty much similar to Stellar Blade Blood Rain as well, where you got these fools on Twitter that molds about the character design of Eevee, that, you know, like, I guess the look of consent, the height of consent, and the face of consent, I guess, that, you know, like, do a change and whatnot, because we pretty much hate attractive women, I guess, because attractive women is equal to sexual objectification and some shit. Bruh, it's a fictional character. What is wrong with you? Can't even like separate the two. But I mean, it's pretty much impossible for them to separate, because, you know, I hate like beautiful women, I guess. But yeah, also, since even though like this game hasn't been out yet, or probably in the works of getting the game released at some point, I want the developers of Sword and Slippers to just double down And if like double down with multiple outfits or multiple skins that like make the just to make the Twitter fools or the Twitter idiots more mauled and more seedier. Let them run, let them tear up, let them cry. I want this. And in that, I might just fold. Like, I will just give them my money, just for the fun of it. But anyway, yeah. Yo, devs, double down on this shit, and I will guarantee you that you will get more support from everybody who actually wishlist or absolutely follows this game development, because we really want this.